All right, what a dooski YouTube. Let me see something real quick. I'll show you the kitty right here. Gray. It's Gray and Croaker Butt right there. And they just chilling. Surprisingly, they get along together like the other. Well, not like the others, but like very few of the other ones do. The others just seem to like want to fight each other. They don't get along with each other, but the few they do usually are around each other most of the time, which is a plus. But anywho's out here looking like old man Grady. Yeah, crazy, right? And that usually goes with my mood, how it reflects. We kind of hit a snag, and that deals with me trying to go after a SSDI. I mentioned that before. I was going to go with a law firm to help, Yes, they do take some money, but at the same time, waiting for the process and all that, you usually build up either the money already ahead of time if you get approved, and they only take if you get approved. So if you don't get approved, they don't get a dime. But anywho's, I tried. I was recommended by some people in the neighborhood about them. And then I found out they don't do SSD or SSDI. They don't do Social Security type stuff. What they do is just VA claims. And it was really just like, I don't get it. That's why sometimes you should not listen to old heads in the VA. I may be getting in there in age as well. See the beard going white, but or should I say salt and pepper? But some of these people don't know what they're talking about. Okay, or they may be confused. So what they probably got approved with was the VA claims. I'm already VA claims and so, but I'm trying to go after SSDI. Okay. And that just put me back because I already it took me a while to build up with a lot of stuff I'm going through with the VA right now. So that kind of hit me hard. I had to take some time. Get myself back up, bounce back up. But we here. We get into little small steps. It's to the point I finally went after it, and now I gotta do it myself. And usually it's a even harder process if you try to do something yourself because you don't know if they be like, well, we need this, need that, go here, go there, whatever, and that just drains you. It took me 10 years with my VA claims, and that process was just a real, like I said, 10 years. It took 10 years. So, let's see. But anywho, that's just an update on that. I'm surprised the horror pack hasn't come in yet, or otherwise you would probably got that video first. Some of my other videos I'm had to get rid of because they're outdated, or there's no reason to like old Pokemon videos where I did like certain sets that I haven't uploaded yet. But there's no point in doing those no more. I don't know where the state of Pokemon is at because I don't get it. It took less than a month during the pandemic to solve that issue with evolving skies and going into fusion strike, but here they screwed up on 4 sets. They're not doing much of nothing, like little small stuff, Like they had a huge increase in the bundles, the little 6-pack bundles, but when it came to elite trainer boxes and some of the other stuff, Best Buy, GameStop stopped selling online, so that's crazy. And what is online is the little drops from Best Buy. That is the worst thing I've ever seen. Instantly, when it goes live, it crashes, and somehow bots are still able to scoop up when the site is crashed. I don't get that. By the time it comes up, gone. I don't get it. GameStop, oh, they fighting at the stores now. What was the point of not selling online? And now they talking about some places are now not selling at the store because it's fighting, They talk, oh, now we're going to do one per person with the SKUs. And shouldn't you have done that from the start? Why are you letting scalpers buy 10 to your whole entire product completely out? I don't get that. That's the issue I have here is because the good old boys be at the Walmart that's near me, the superstore, and they got it in good with the restocker, the actual person who comes out, and they pay him money to get the product first. They know when they're going to come and restock. It's trash. And the same people who actually been doing that since the pandemic at Evolving Skies, they've been doing it. They never stopped. So there's never nothing at my place. So The other places like GameStop and Best Buy, that's way out there. Target, way out there. You know, it's already time consuming to go out to the Walmart. You know, that's by me. You know, it's not really by me, but still, it's what I can do. The other places is way on the other side of the city. You know, I'm in Hepzibah. That's out in Augusta on the other side. You know, that's like a 40, 50-minute trip. Why? You know, to probably get disappointed by then. I'm not going to deal with those people. You know, that's just whenever I do, there's nothing there. So what we had, never got no reprints with Searching Sparks because I don't know what they're doing. Prismatic, they made some restocks, or should I say reprints, but not like they should. You know, I still don't have an Elite Trainer box with them. I didn't get the evee pouch. I didn't get the binder set. We did get a a poster set, and I was able to get a second poster set with Target. But Target, let me show you what happened. This is how I got it out the box. It was open, and the packs are missing. I got the 3 promo cards, and I got the poster, but the packs are missing. It was open. Box was beat up, but it was still closed, so that lets me know whoever packed it took it. So I wrote Target. I complained about it, and I'm like, oh, we gotta get you to a specialist. Well, the specialist was a Karen. Literally, her name was Karen, and she said, well, when we look up in the system, it shows that it was delivered, and to us, that means it was a successful shipping. Subject is closed. Or should I say issue is closed. What? Like, what do you mean closed? And as long as you got it and all that, you're basically telling me enjoy your cardboard and plastic. What? So I went ahead and turned it into the BBB. And once again, we got somebody who's a little bit higher up than specialist replying. Their reply was, hey, we got pictures showing that it was shipped perfectly, or from the whoever we got it from the manufacturer, and it was in top notch or whatever, but they got no pictures, so they basically lied. There was no pictures. They don't know what the condition was when it shipped out. Somebody stole the packs, and Target customer service is trash. They didn't want to take no responsibility. So I went ahead and replied to some, where's the pictures? All you did was send the same pictures I sent you as proof. And I showed it while I was taking it out the box and it was open. I mean, it's bad because Target price gouging. So I paid double for cardboard and plastic. Yes, there's promo cards and a poster, but it's where the packs are, you know. But luckily, I was able to get another from Amazon. So that's awesome. But Target let me down on this one. So never got a refund, but I just wanted them to take accountability. They never took accountability. They never apologized. They just said, hey, it shows up that it was delivered, therefore it's successful. Then we got Destiny Rivals? No, we had Journey Together. I did not get an ETB. I was lucky to get the Pokemon Center one. Like I was able to get the Pokemon Journey Together and the Pokemon Prismatic because they do those pre-orders ahead of time. Compared to what it was, things got into it after the Journey Together pre-order. But getting them ETB boxes and some of them other boxes and blister packs, and I had 2 Journeys Together 6-pack boosters, which I was able to get from Amazon. That was it. I wasn't able to get nothing else, you know. Destiny Rivals, I didn't get any pre-orders in. Even that looks high now because guess what? When Journey Together, them scalpers were down bad. He was like, oh man, we bought all this and we can sell it. Journey Together was a lower set. People, it's not thought after, you know, like as in big pricey cards in there. So they got stuck with all the merchandise, but yet they don't want to lower the prices. Amazon is price gouging. They just got stocks of stuff in and they won't drop the price. Who wants to pay $229 for a booster box when it's supposed to be $129? What they did was when they got the first wave of reprints, they waited till they got low stock to drop it to $129, and by the time they must have only had like 10 copies because as soon as they changed it, it sold out. Crazy, right? But now they got more stock and they're stuck at the 230, 226 mark, and they're not gonna put it down to 129. They price gouging. Target it took huge complaints till they drop certain things, but you see they still got what's the other thing, like the small things like the clear box, the Marlene box, like the little small ones. They haven't dropped the price on that one. That thing is still 60 when it's supposed to be 30. Black and white sets that just recently got it took leaps and bounds for me to get that pre-order in at Pokemon Center, but I missed every other pre-order for it. I missed the pre-order for the special big box evee box for prismatics. I was not able to get any of the 151 big box they brought out. They claimed there's reprints, but where are those at? I mean, like, I really believe they did this on purpose so they could be able to sell out of the older stuff that nobody was buying. The Stellar Crown, Shrouded Fable, Temporal, all that stuff that wasn't selling. They was like, how can we do this? How can we sell this stuff? Somebody said, I know. Let's give them what they want. Evolving Skies, we gotta do something like that. Look how similar the artwork is. This is basically the same damn artwork, just change the characters out. This is why I believe they did this on purpose. They knew we were going to put a $400 Pikachu card in here. People going to go crazy over that. But by the time they know about it, it's going to be already near, like, time for the reprints. This bad boy, when this got announced, they knew they had gold. And so they were going to bring God packs. Oh, man. I wasn't able to get a God pack in 151, but I was able to get a lot of 151s, okay? The only problem we had there is if you didn't have the money for it. But they still had stock you could buy. Here, you got money, but you can't get the damn thing. These are Pokemon Center exclusives anyway. Like I said, I was able to get those before people went crazy. The scalpers showed up. Bots taking everything. The one thing that felt like a win for me, I got this at Target. In fact, I was on one of those tracker sites, not like a bot place or something, but like actual on the X, the everything app or whatever. There's places that will try to help people to find product, as soon as it go live. I was able to get one. Not at the Poke Center where things just crash or put you in a queue, forever queue or whatever. Target of all places. I was able to get one. Now I heard Prismatic Evolutions is a worse hit rate than Evolving Skies. Out of the 2 blisters, the 6-pack booster, and the 1 box I had there, I only pulled 1 V card. So I believe it. So hopefully I got something good out of that Evolving, not Evolving, but super premium Eevee collection right there with Prismatics. Hopefully I get something good. It don't have to be the main card. It doesn't have to mean to be the God pack. But if I can pull 1 good card, that would make things grateful for me. Because this 4 sets, and it's just like horrible condition. I mean, like, why? You knew things were going down with Journey, but so why would you bring out Destined Rivals that people want? And then a black and white set that people also want. Those are high sets, not low sets, Y'all should, made another low set before you went big, because that would have killed the scalpers in their place, and they have no choice but to lower prices. But right now, state of Pokemon is bad. I said, I kind of somewhat quit. You know, it's to the point I can't get nothing. So we've been able to get some other things I've been happy about. You know, get me back in certain other type of collecting and all that. But state of Pokemon, like I said, that helps me with some of my PTSD impression. You know, trying to see get something good or just the thrill of it. It's the point of now. It's just killing me when I can't get into certain things. So I gotta fight a battle of battling bots, and it's just crazy. Poker Center got these little tests that is just impossible. That's why I'm surprised people were able to get another 6 pack bundles, but I need an ETB. I need a booklet, you know. I don't have nothing, no booklet for it. Destined Rivals, I just don't think that's going to go my way. Black and White, it doesn't look good because I have nothing out for that, you know, except for the Pokemon Center exclusive. I'm blessed to get that because the second wave popped out of nowhere, and I was one of the first to get into that without the crazy Q stuff. I don't know, but this is little updates with me. Horror pack I might get tomorrow, so we can do another video. I need to see what videos I got. I still got this one goodie drop I ain't uploaded. That's been in the YouTube to sitting there because I uploaded. I just ain't edited and published it yet. So that's been sitting there for like 4 months now. I think not 4 months, maybe 3, 4. Who knows? But that's just been sitting there. But I just want to give it an update, let things know, you know, what I'm doing, because once again, I'm still in a depression type state and not doing what I'm supposed to do. But anywho, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave some likes, some comments, definitely hit that bell to subscribe, and always enjoy.